Right friends, welcome back to Learning Space, and this particular video is to look at what are the traits of Prelims 2020 General Studies Paper 1. If one analyzes this Civil Services Preliminary Examination General Studies Paper 1, 4-5 things are primarily evident. First one is, students must have clarity with regard to NCERT basics. Second one is clarity of thought. Third one is analysis and trends. Fourth one is application, especially when one looks at emerging technologies. These four things are clearly evident when one looks at the preliminary examination GS paper 1. Right friends, in the first part I would like to discuss about the traits of this paper, what course correction is required in the preparation, and the second is how the students are benefited, those whoever are watching for the past 1 year, 2 years. Third one is key is enclosed. Right friends, let us look at various traits when one looks at the paper in right perspective. First one is current affairs questions of 2020 are almost negligible. Probably UPSC might have thought several families are battling for their livelihoods in the context of COVID-19. So therefore, UPSC has not considered the current affairs which happened during the past 7-8 months. As a matter of fact, the current affairs aspects are linked with the static elements, and questions were asked by linking with the static elements. So therefore, you can conclude the current affairs questions of the happenings in the year 2020, they are negligible. Probably UPSC might have thought several students, several families are battling for their livelihoods in the context of COVID-19. And second important aspect is trends for the past few years. Very, very important aspect. Trends for the past few years. At the same time, static questions based on the current events happenings, they are asked. Then second is, as usual, unpredictable. And some of the questions, if you see, high weightage is given for agriculture. Agriculture, there are number of questions. And as usual, the paper is unpredictable. And the pattern also, if you see, some of the questions asked basically with a view to test students' remembrance power also. So not only analysis, but also application, trends, remembrance, all these are mix of this paper, but you can say some of the questions are not expected in the UPSC. Such type of questions are also there. So as usual, you can conclude USP of unpredictability is maintained once again. So 2021 examination may also be unpredictable. So all should be geared up for that. Second important aspect which emanates from this is, please just look at one more aspect, that is, this year current affairs questions are not there, but next year current happenings may be there in good number. So therefore, don't compare one paper and just don't change abruptly your preparation pattern. The preparation pattern should be to look at crystal clear clarity, then improving your comprehension abilities, improving your analytical skills, improving your application aspects. That way you have to continue the preparation based on one paper. Don't alter your preparation strategy. That is the most important one I would like to tell you. Then continuous learning with a mix of static and dynamic. Suppose if something happens today, so please link it with some static aspects. Right? So global financial crisis. Now we are into financial crisis, or you can say entire globe now facing the problem because of COVID-19. So a question may be asked by linking it with what happens when global financial crisis is there. So such type of questions are expected. Right? So here concentrating on current affairs for 6 months to 1 year, that is not enough. This is the most important point to note. Some people may feel, let me go through the material given by various institutions. That is not sufficient. Here, one should develop comprehensive view of trends, linking them with static with crystal clear clarity. That is the important aspect one should not miss. Look at the next one. NCERT basics still hold the key. Friends, especially if you look at polity, history, then biology. In these three domains, basic knowledge of NCERT is vital. Friends, keeping this in mind, important aspects which emanate from this NCERT, we are going to start. The dates will be announced later, especially with regard to polity, history, biology. NCERT basics with crystal clear clarity. That is the fourth element which I would like to suggest. Then, crystal clear concepts analysis. Here, for the current affairs, one should have clarity on analytical aspects. Friends, if you look at the questions this year, one is expansionist monetary policy. Students must have clarity about contractionary monetary policy, expansionary monetary policy, like that. So, what happens? How this monetary policy is ensured? And what is the ultimate benefit of expansionary monetary policy? Such type of 360-degree view students must have. Then, trade in South Asia. One question is on the trends of the trade in South Asia. It asked a statement with regard to consistent increase in the trade between India and Sri Lanka. Such type of finer analysis is required. So friends, trends talk, then the random thoughts, such type of modules will be highly beneficial. Then minimum support price. Question on minimum support price is there, and students should have clarity on various aspects pertaining to the food grains, oil seeds and procurement procedures. Those who watched the lectures for the past 1 or 2 years, definitely they will answer such type of questions. Then public investment in agriculture. What do you mean by public investment in agriculture? Right? Such type of analytical questions are being asked. So the preparation process, the learning process, that must have substantial change, or you can say the process of learning must change. Students must develop analytical skills, then trends, all these things. Applications of emerging technologies. When one looks at science and technology, what I suggest is NCERT biology. In fact, as I have already told you, NCERT biology, polity, history, we are going to take up important aspects through special modules, and what students must learn is, in addition to the basics of biology, applications of the technologies. Several technologies are coming to the forefront. If you analyze the last year's paper and this year's paper, one thing is clearly evident. Application part, students must have clarity. Friends, two things. One is this agriculture, economy, industry, in all those things. This trends, analysis, all these are important. When one looks at science and technology, application part is important. Here you see blockchain technology. Students must have clarity about blockchain technology. And if you look at artificial intelligence, then carbon nanotubes, the questions are asked specifically based on application. So where these are applied, drones question, that also pertains to application part. So friends, emerging technologies application. And if you look at industry, agriculture, economy, all these things, UPSC is expecting crystal clear concepts, analysis, trends, analytical concepts. So this is the major difference students must keep in mind. In this slide, whatever I have mentioned, basics of NCERT, then analytical trends, or you can say various trends, analysis of economy, then agriculture, industry, all these things are most important. Applications of science and technology. To understand applications, you should have basic knowledge about this biology. So students must start preparing from NCERT books. What are the books required to be learnt? All those things we will announce in due course of time. right? Then do not segregate preparation of mains prelims. This is the most important suggestion I have been giving for the past 1 year. In fact, for the sake of delivery, now we have bifurcated into, in fact, current affairs, editorial discussions, connect the dots. So in the prelims, several questions this year appeared from the editorial discussions. So therefore, don't segregate. If anyone is dependent on prelims modules, it is very difficult to get through. So view the preparation in a comprehensive way, right? So please watch all the modules. Don't segregate them. All the modules are equally important for both prelims and mains, as well as for interview also. So do not view the learning process with segregation for prelims, mains, whether it is dynamic or static. Similarly, for the static portion also, don't segregate, right? So one should have comprehensive view of the things. Then develop analytical thinking on your own. Daily spend at least some time on the thought process. Take oil seeds. Have 360-degree view on the oil seeds. Take rice. Have 360-degree view. Take expansionary monetary policy. Have 360-degree view. In fact, such type of analytical skills must be developed by the students. From learning space, we are doing what best is possible, but my suggestion to the students is learn from the basics. Analyze the things, applications in science and technology, and whatever way UPSC asks questions, UPSC's predictability is in fact difficult. All of you are very well know about this fact, but we should be geared up for any such eventuality. So, in a nutshell, learn NCERT basics. Second is concentrate on analytics, or you can say trends, analysis. Third one is applications. Fourth one is don't segregate prelims and mains. Fifth one is spend some time and try to arrive at your own conclusions as far as various aspects are concerned. So friends, I completed the first part, and if you look at the second part, the students, whoever are subscribers, for the past 1 or 2 years, they will certainly have clarity on various aspects when they answer these questions. As I have already told you, questions from current affairs are limited this year, but trends, analysis, applications, these are asked. And when one looks at the dynamic aspect, I am talking about current affairs here. So when one looks at the current affairs modules of learning space, students, whoever are watching seriously all the modules, they may not have much problem in answering these aspects, whether it is macroeconomic framework statement or Talanoa dialogue. We discussed number of times this. Then there of course reserve tranche, then this minister or disqualification under RPA. These were in fact discussed in the revision also. Then public key infrastructure. This came up several times in the editorials. Then global financial crisis. Such type of analysis based aspects we deliberated in the editorials number of times, like the monetary policy, like this financial crisis, what needs to be done, how Indian economy can be insulated, all those things. Then aggregate money supply, FDI related issues we discussed number of times, mercantile exports, imports. I told you number of times about India's position as far as mercantile exports, imports are concerned. West Texas Intermediate, this came up several times in the editorials. Expansionary monetary policy, TRIMS agreement. In fact, we talked about this in the revision modules also. It is applicable for goods but not for services. If you understand that one particular point, you can answer this. Then growth in non-farm economy. I already told you in the rural areas, the incomes pertaining to non-farm sector are increasing. Credit to agriculture by banks. I told you number of times in the editorials. Even now also, the commercial banks, they have higher share as far as the loans to agriculture sector is concerned. WPI, CPI, this came up number of times with regard to services, with regard to the weightages for food. All those things were discussed. Minimum support price. then commercial paper, call money, then protected areas in Kaveri Basin. And one important aspect is maps. We are using extensively maps. Those who followed maps in a crystal clear way, then they can answer several questions, especially 2-3 questions in this particular examination. One is the Siachen Glacier. If you look at the maps produced by Learning Space for the past 1 or 2 years, you can easily answer this Olga Jambeji rivers, then this Siachen Glacier, like that. So friends, these are the aspects. Pulses production in India. I already told you number of times as far as Chana Dal is concerned, that is in the Rabi, and more pulses are produced in the Rabi season. Like that, I told you number of statements. Some of you may not remember. I am not blaming anyone, but what I want to tell you is learning is the continuous process. In a comprehensive way, please learn. Those who ever watched the modules, probably they may not find much difficulty in answering these questions, though the overall current affairs related questions are less, but several aspects pertaining to these we discussed number of times in the editorials and other modules. The final point I would like to tell you is learn in a crystal clear way and you will get the required competitive edge. Friends, if you look at these questions that can be answered with a little bit of intuition, but some may go wrong also. That means whatever the issues mentioned in this slide, there is every possibility that students may be able to answer those whoever are watching for the past 1 or 2 years. And for these type of questions, or you can say for the questions relating to whatever is mentioned in this page, there is a possibility of answering the question if you use a little bit of intuition, but some may also go wrong. But overall, you will certainly get positive marks as far as these questions are concerned. With a little bit of intuition, you may be in a position to answer these questions. So my final point is, don't view that if I go through this module or if I go through this content, if I go through this 1 month current affairs, 2 months current affairs, 3 months current affairs, I can clear prelims. Those days have gone away. The final point is learn in a proper way, learn in a comprehensive way, crystal clear thought process, science and technology application part. These things, whatever reflected here, we already made various aspects with regard to course correction, right? Because Learning Space, in fact, is in the forefront. Whenever some suggestion comes to the forefront, we are ready to implement. Friends, I request the student fraternity to do the course correction, concentrate on these things. And now key is given for set A. You can go through the key, and once this key is completed, let me concentrate on regular current affairs modules from 12th October. In the other video, I talked about the special modules which we are producing as far as mains is concerned, and what is the course correction we are doing as far as this prelims exam is concerned. Finally, you may be asking this question. Yes, certainly we are doing course correction. First thing is, students must watch all the modules. Don't segregate. That is the first suggestion I am giving. So, as usual, editorial discussions will start from 12th October and connect the dots. Even connect the dots. These are also important from prelims perspective. Current affairs, they will be there Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And random thoughts, we are introducing Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. Random thoughts. In fact, by using a statement, true or false statement, I would like to build up, I would like to give analysis on particular subject or on particular aspect. So random thoughts will continue from Monday to Friday. This is the major change we have made, because nowadays the analysis part, trends part, that is becoming important. And accordingly, on Tuesdays, we are starting trends talk. Till now, these trends are included in the current affairs. Now, we are making it separate. So friends, trends talk that will separately appear on Tuesdays, and here random thoughts, 10 statements daily from Monday to Friday. That is to give crystal clear clarity about analysis part. So friends, that is going to become regular module. That will be for 10 to 12 minutes. And these are the aspects, as I have already told you. As far as NCERT is concerned, shortly we are going to start specific modules, and 3 domains in my opinion appears important. One is polity, second is history, third is biology. If time permits, please go through those NCERT books, because unless you have basics in biology, then it is very difficult to understand the applications part in science and technology. Second is with regard to the domain of this polity. If you have clarity on polity, then certainly you will answer 2-3 more questions extra, or you can say you can get 2-3 extra questions positive or correct in polity. So history also similar story. So friends, with these words, I would like to conclude this lecture here. We are producing another lecture that pertains to mains, how to get extra marks in mains 2020. Friends, don't lose confidence, right? Knowledge is always power. Whatever course correction is required, do it. This time UPSC deviated a lot in comparison to normal papers because of the reason this COVID-19. It has not touched current affairs aspects, and 2021 may be entirely different. So continue your preparation in a normal way by doing course correction, and NCERT, analysis part and application part, please concentrate on those things. Please apply the same as far as static is concerned. That means analysis part and application, of course, for some subjects it may not be applicable. So analysis is most important when one looks at the static part also. Right friends, have self-confidence, and if not this time, certainly you will clear next time. Knowledge is power. If not IAS, you will be into some other service. Please do not worry, and please learn in proper way. Learning Space is in the forefront in giving quality education, and it will certainly continue to do so. And wishing you all the best in your future endeavors. Those who are expected to clear prelims, please watch mains modules, and we are starting all our regular modules from 12th October, Monday. Right friends, have a nice day. Thank you.